Thank you for tuning in to the first edition of Government Nonsense. We are a medium for you as the American people to tell our government that we are pissed. We are sick of the crap that is going on, the decisions that are being made, not for the good of us, but for the good of their reelections. We're going to address topics over the next years that have bearing on our individual lives and our country. We're going to address our national debt that is unmanageable. We cannot pay it. We can't pay the interest payments off of it. Should we file the equivalent of a national bankruptcy and tell the world we owe you nothing? You're gone. You mean nothing to us. We don't need you. We don't need the exports you send in to us. We need you at all. We are the only country in the world that can be completely self-sufficient. We don't need their food, their water, their fuel, or their steel, the things that this country was built on. You can't own bonds of our country. You can't own our money. You can't own our corporations. You can't own our land. We're bankrupting out, so tough shit. How about term limits? That's something that is important to everybody right now and should be, because no politician should ever be allowed to serve more than one term. That's what bases their opinions on re-election rather than doing what's right and what makes common sense for the American public. How about our entitlement system? What if 50 million Americans tomorrow would quit their jobs and break the entitlement system? The Medicaid, the food stamps, the free health care that we're screwed out of because we're hardworking and pay our insurance payments and pay our medical bills. What if we just said, no, that's enough. I want to sit on a 5-gallon bucket and fish every day too, and have a free house and have free health care and have free food and have free liquor and cigarettes like half of them get. It's unbelievable. And it's about time that we said enough. How about protecting our borders? Should we not take the National Guard system that employs millions of Americans and have them defend our borders at all costs, armed, and ready to defend us? For 2 weeks out of every National Guardman's life, every year, they serve 2 full weeks performing menial projects somewhere around the country, rebuilding a runway in the middle of the woods, rebuilding levees that haven't fallen, things that make no difference. Why don't we arm those guardsmen, give them ammunition, and put them on our borders and have them defend our country like we were in a wartime situation? At Government Nonsense, we're going to address all of this and more. Any concerns you have as a follower, you can voice those concerns, and it's going to be to millions of other Americans that you can voice those concerns. And our politicians will have to stand up and take note. And you can do so on our upcoming website at governmentnonsense.com. You can do so with Facebook at facebook.com/governmentnonsense. Voice your opinion on these mediums. You're a big fan of Twitter? Go to Twitter. Twitter.com/govnonsense. Go to any of these mediums to voice your opinion. It's very important that we stand up and our politicians make note of real common sense decisions that need to be made. You need to do this for yourself. You need to do it for your kids and your kids' kids. And above all, we need to do it for our country, because it is time to take our country back. Thank you for tuning in to the first issue of Government Nonsense, and I look forward to speaking with you next.